Still Tuesday, 11/11/25. Um, that was weird. Just wanted to rumble, about food. So I started on a keto diet, not really going into ketosis because we don't really want to lose weight. We want to try and, gain it. But some of the effects of keto is actually good, for the body. But everything's very, very bland. I thought hospital food was bad. This isn't as bad, but it's bland. But anywho, there are some good things that you can get out of it. Now that, I have a few people that have been through, cancer, have recovered. My brother-in-law is one of them, and he's doing really good. He's on a vegetarian diet. So I was going back and forth with him about, the foods and stuff that he eats. And he does really watch, but he has his cappuccino, and I think he drinks coffee. I hate coffee. Blech. It's just so disgusting to me. But anywho, I like the idea of his vegetarian diet. The only problem is I do love my fish. So I would have to alter it to have the poultry and the fish side of it, which is easy to do. So at the moment, I've been eating sort of a little bit of keto stuff and a little bit of regular stuff. The regular stuff, you really just have to watch your sugars. That's what it comes down to, is pulling out that sugar so that the cancer can't feed off of it, because that's what it really feeds off of, is the sugars that you put in your body, which I think might be why most people are they end up not living as long with this particular cancer, because if you don't change your eating style and the foods that you eat, you're going to have the reoccurrence, basically. I mean, common sense. So I've always been on the healthier side, where I love my salads. There's certain soups that I like. I'm a big fruit eater, although fruit does have sugar in it, so you do have to watch what fruits you eat. So you do have to be careful with that as well. Same with your vegetables. But I want to take a look through the vegetarian diet. I'm looking at the flexitarian, which is the one that gives you the fish, and I think the eggs. So I want to see how that one goes. But for the most part, I'm just trying to get through all the keto stuff that we have bought, that I have here. And some of it's good, some of it's but it is what it is. I mean, keto is it can be very bland in a sense, depending on, what it is. But there are different sugars that you can use that aren't an actual sugar. So there's different sweeteners and stuff that aren't bad. So I have those, or at least one of them, so that will help, for a little bit. But I need to go back to my regular chai. Oh my God, the decaf is okay, but no, I need my regular chai. Even if I only have it maybe one day in an entire week, I'm fine with that. I need to have more water with different electrolytes. Potassium's one of the biggest, but there are other electrolytes that I also need as well. It does help. It's just not as cool as, when you're in the hospital and you get the IV and it's just going through you constantly. Oh, that was awesome. In the hospital, it gives you more pep. At home, it's a lot slower because you're just drinking one bottle and then you drink it, you're not doing it consistently. You're just doing it at random moments when you're thirsty. So it makes it a little bit harder. And yeah, you get the drain and stuff, but at the moment, I just want to try and get through the foods and the different things that I have bought for the keto side. So I just want to try and get through them. It's not always easy, but I'm getting there. So we'll see how things go. That was my only little update that I really wanted to post besides my other one was the crazy foods. Oh, and the drinks. So there's, I have a protein shake. I have other protein stuff. Oh, the vanilla is like excellent. I love vanilla. But those are more the flavonoids. So there's like all kinds of stuff that I have. And I have my regular teas. You know, there's a mint tea that I have. There's my berry tea that I have. So I have plenty of fluids. Don't have to worry about that. It's just the food aspect. But at least I have more of an appetite finally. I had stopped taking the pill to increase my appetite, because now my appetite's like a lot more, and I just want to eat because I've been changing some of the foods that I've been eating. So I think that's, you know, helping. Plus, I got my taste buds back a little bit from being in the hospital, which I think really helped. As much as I hated being there, but, you know, it is what it is. So, but yeah, having your taste buds is a big thing, because food is like so much better when you have taste buds. I made a dill sauce for my salmon that we made the other night. Didn't really like it. It was just Greek yogurt, honey Dijon powder, lemon juice, and then salt, and then your dill, and then salt to taste. The problem was I didn't have regular Greek yogurt. I had vanilla. So that might be a part of it, but the Dijon mustard, well, I didn't have Dijon mustard powder. I had just a mustard powder. So I used that. But I didn't really, I don't know, there was just something about the whole taste of it that I really didn't like. So I might end up making the hollandaise sauce instead and using that for my my leftover of my salmon and potato. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I like the hollandaise sauce better. And it's not even bad for you, because it's just, eggs or egg whites, milk, and butter. That's really it. And you can have all those things. I can use regular milk, or I can use almond milk if I want. So I've been getting really used to the almond milk in like different things. And I do have it, I think, in my chai when I make my chai teas. So, and it's fine in that. It's not like that bad or anything. It just, the taste is a little bit different. But again, I'm using a decaf, so of course the taste isn't going to be as flavorful. So I might go back to the regular caffeinated one and just, like I said, maybe have one chai tea a week. That might not be so bad. So, and, you know, a small version, like maybe only 8 ounces, which would probably be even better. But yeah, food can be a bit of a challenge every once in a while. I got cats running around just going crazy. Don't know why. But yeah, so it's always fun trying to find foods that are like very low in sugar and, you know, still have protein or whatever I need to like build up, you know, my body, so that when the surgery comes around, you know, I'm good to go, because I'll have a feeding tube, so I won't be able to eat normal, and that's when things really, really change. So, you know, at this point, it's just looking for the right foods and stuff like that, and for the most part, it hasn't been too bad. You know, I go back and forth between things, and I find different stuff, and, you know, try different recipes and whatnot. So, but that's my food fun tidbits, I guess, for the moment. All right, peace. So, Mo to be.